Don't start Amazon FBA in 2026 until you watch this video. Because there are over 10 million Amazon sellers right now with 4,000 new sellers joining every day. But if you start the same way most people do, you're going to waste months, waste money, and quit before you even start to see results. But here's the thing. Amazon's a $2.5 trillion company, and over 50% of online sales in the United States happen on Amazon, and 60% of those sales from third-party sellers, everyday people like you and I. So the opportunity is massive, but the question is, are you even doing it the right way? My name's Miles, and over the last several years, I've helped everyday people build real, profitable Amazon FBA businesses through what I call online arbitrage. 100 plus of my students have quit their 9-to-5 jobs, and in December of 2025 alone, my coaching students did over $21.6 million in revenue in just 31 days. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to know, need to do, and need to have in place before you spend a single dollar on inventory, so you can avoid the mistakes that kill most new Amazon sellers before they even get started. Let me give you some numbers quick, because I think a lot of people are underestimating just how big this thing is. A couple years ago, there was over $600 billion spent on Amazon, and last year, it was over $700 billion. This year is projected to be over $800 billion. And get this, out of those 10 million Amazon sellers, only 2 million are active, and only 1.1 million of those are in the United States. And of those, over 100,000 did over $1 million in sales. That means the average Amazon seller does $290,000 in sales. But the problem is, most people want to start selling on Amazon the completely wrong way, with Amazon wholesale or Amazon private label. I specifically teach online arbitrage, and I'll break down exactly why in a minute. But first, let me tell you what I see happening over and over again with new Amazon sellers, and what I need you to have dialed in before you start. There are 5 critical things that most beginners get wrong, skip, or just flat out don't know before they start. And by the end of this video, you're gonna know all 5. I'm gonna break down why specifically online arbitrage is the business model I recommend for beginners in 2026, and why it's not too late to start, and how people like Ryan, a restaurant worker working part-time on his Amazon business while studying for a CPA exam, was able to go $0 to $1,000 a day on Amazon in just 3 weeks. Let's get into it. The first mistake people make before they even get started is choosing the wrong business model. There are 3 main ways to sell on Amazon: retail arbitrage, private label, and wholesale. And I want to break down why online arbitrage, a smarter version of retail arbitrage, is best for beginners. Private label is where you take a product on Alibaba, ship it over to the States, and create a brand on Amazon. 10 years ago, you could do this with a generic product and make millions. Those days are over. Now you're competing with Chinese manufacturers, massive American brands with huge ad budgets, and a market so crowded that launching a single private label product can cost $10,000 to $30,000 before you make a single sale. Wholesale is where you buy someone else's product in bulk at a discount and then sell it for a profit on Amazon. The problem, while that sounds simple, in 2026, wholesale suppliers don't like working with Amazon sellers, and as a beginner entrepreneur, you're probably not going to want to do a ton of cold calling and invest thousands of dollars per product due to high minimum order quantities. And if we're being honest, a lot of brands are starting to sell on Amazon themselves, which will eventually cut you out. Online arbitrage, the model I teach, is where we buy discounted products that customers already know, like, and trust from big retail websites like Kohl's, Walmart, and Target to flip on Amazon for a profit. You're not creating a brand from scratch. You're not manufacturing everything. We're just selling products that already have real demand, real reviews, and real buyers. That's what took Webb from 0 to 6 months later retiring his wife through his Amazon business and making $10,000 profit in a single month while working his 9-to-5 job as a salesman. But here's the key. Just because OA is the right business model doesn't mean you can just jump right in. There are still things you need to have in place first, and that's what the rest of this video is about. The second mistake people make before starting is not understanding the financials. Most beginners think if a product's selling for $40 on Amazon and you can buy it for $30, that's money. Let me explain why that's not the case. And I'm going to be real here, and I think that's something a lot of people are missing from content online. Say you find a product selling on Amazon for $40. You can buy it on Walmart for $20. Isn't that $20 profit? No, and let me explain why. Amazon's referral fee is roughly 15%, so that's about $6 gone. The Amazon FBA pick, pack, and ship fee, that's anywhere from $3 to $6 depending on the size and weight of the product, and the cost of the product for $20. So on a $40 sale, you might net $8 to $12, which is not bad, but is definitely something you need to understand before you buy 50 units of a product. This is what I tell every single student. Before you buy anything, you need to know the actual profit, and that's where the SellerAmp product research tool comes in that tells you how fast a product sells, how profitable it is after shipping and fees, and if you're restricted to sell that product in seconds. Without SellerAmp, you're guessing, and guessing's how people lose money. Now here's the good news, and this is where I kill one of the biggest myths about selling on Amazon for beginners. You don't need a lot of capital to start. I have students who get started with $1,000 and some get started with even less. Because with online arbitrage, you're buying small quantities of proven products, not dropping $5,000 on a container from China. Paolo, one of my students, the past couple of years has been making 6 figures profit per year selling part-time on Amazon while working his 9-to-5 job in tech as a busy dad. He built a 6-figure profit per year Amazon side hustle, not overextending on inventory, just getting started nice, small, and low risk and building from there. Number 3, and this is the one that stops more beginners than anything, ungating. If you don't know what ungating is, Amazon restricts certain big brands and categories from new Amazon sellers. Things like the toy category, certain grocery brands, certain big clothing brands. Before you can sell them, you have to apply or get ungated to sell them. And when people find this out, they freak out. They think, I can't get started. I can't even sell any of the good products. And here's the thing, ungating's not hard when you know the process. And if you watch the videos on my channel, you're gonna know exactly how to sell profitable auto ungate products that you can sell from day one that don't even need any ungating. And you can just go through the ungating process using my blueprint nice and easy for any brands that do require documentation. And the more you sell, the more becomes auto ungate as well. Like I was telling you about Ryan, who were literally documenting his journey every single day on Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts the past 30 days. He's just 2 weeks into getting sales and he already said he's getting auto ungated in a lot more products. The key thing to have done before you get started is to understand that ungating is doable for beginners and that you're going to be auto ungated in tons of stuff from day one. So don't let ungating be the thing that keeps you from starting. Mistake number 4, and this is the mistake that separates people who scale and really grow versus people who burn out and quit, is having a system. Here's what I mean. At its core, online arbitrage is a volume game. You're sourcing inventory, ordering it, receiving it, prepping it, shipping it off to Amazon FBA, then managing your stock count, pricing, and replenishing. When you're doing this across dozens of products and shipments, things can get overwhelming fast. On the sourcing side, SellerAmp is a non-negotiable for product sourcing to make good buying decisions. On the inventory management side of things, that's where Boxum comes into play to make sure the infrastructure of your Amazon business is set up correctly before you get started in respect to listing, shipping, your profit analytics, and also the brand new bulk ungating tool. Instead of manually calculating profit on every sale, Boxum handles that for you. Instead of checking every single ungate for you manually, Boxum checks that for you with the bulk ungating tool. And the best part is, before you get started, you can get a 2-week free trial of Boxum completely free on our website, boxum.com. Build the system first, have the right tools in place, know your workflow, and you'll be set up great from day one. And the 5th one, the one I think matters more than any of the tactical stuff, is they try to do this on their own. They watch a few YouTube videos, they buy a course and never finish it, they get conflicting advice on a Reddit forum from people who have never built a real Amazon business. Then 6 months later, they've wasted time, they've wasted money, and they're convinced Amazon doesn't work. But here's what I've seen over and over again with my own students. The ones who succeed are the ones who are surrounded by other people in the game with a proven roadmap, accountability, and system, not just information. Information alone doesn't build businesses. If it did, everyone who Googled how to start Amazon FBA would already be a 7-figure seller. When I look inside my own community, the ones who are really winning are the ones who went through a structured program with coaching, community, and content, not that just watch some YouTube videos. Ryan didn't go from $0 to $1,000 a day in 3 weeks just watching free content. He had a system, accountability, and he executed every day. Webb didn't retire his wife by guessing. He had a roadmap. Paolo didn't build a six-figure business part-time just guessing. He had the blueprint. He had a community of people doing the same thing, and the 100+ of my students who have quit their 9-to-5 jobs since 2022 all had the same thing in common. They worked with other Amazon sellers who were really in the game and really crushing. They didn't do it as a lone wolf. And here's the thing. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that my coaching program's for everyone. It's not. It's for people who are serious, committed to the process and hard work, and understand the fastest path to results is doing it with people who already have a proven blueprint. In December 2025, my coaching students did over $21.6 million in revenue in just 31 days on Amazon. These are everyday people, teachers, side hustlers, employees looking for more freedom and side income. Those who have made the decision to stop going alone. So here's what I want you to do if any of this resonated with you. Down below at the link in the description, there's a link to my coaching program application where you can click that page, watch a video from me that explains a little bit more about what we offer, as well as a lot of student interviews and case studies. Then you can click on the next page to schedule time to speak with my student success manager, Aaron, so we can see if it actually makes sense to work together inside my coaching program, and if what we offer, working with me one-on-one, is a good fit with your goals, who you are, and what you're looking for out of your Amazon business. It's free, there's no obligation, but I'll tell you right now, don't wait, because the people who click that link down below the description and take action and apply to work with me are gonna be way ahead of the people who 6 months from now are still just watching YouTube. So click the link in the description, fill out the application, and we'll see how we can help you. And if you're not yet ready to book a call, just keep learning. The next step is finding winning products to sell on Amazon. So click this video for my full product research guide, and right here for my full free ungating course. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys